I'm going live on YouTube from now. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Pade. Yes, Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu. Actually, Prabhu was saying voice is not audible. We are able to. Now we are able
hear
to
me
hear.
now?
So in between there was a vacuum.
Better? I come closer.
No, it's fine, perfect.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Pade. Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prashani. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyat Deshtani. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauravakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So you want to hear how I came to Krishna consciousness, or you want to discuss Chaitanya Charitamrta?
Oh.
What exactly you wanted to hear? Let me know, then I can. Because how I came is a big story. I can tell that also, no problem. And also Chaitanya Charitamrta, you want to continue? I can do that also. Either way, no problem.
Prabhu, Chaitanya Charitamrta, towards the end, want to also hear from...
No, that is not. That will take more. It will take 1 hour. You know, as I said, you see, it's amazing how the Lord has played and how Lord has blessed. How I got the message of Srila Prabhupada through his books. You know, that will inspire many devotees a lot. So both I cannot touch. Either one topic I can touch. You can choose. What do you want?
So then, Prabhu, we'll start with the verse. Then we'll jump into your biography.
Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Chaitanya Charitamrta, Adi Leela 1.7.157. Lord Chaitanya in 5 features is the headline. Prabhuya Veyana Vishweshwara Darshane Laksha Laksha Loka Simire Seistane. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. When the Lord went to visit the temple of Vishweshwara, hundreds of thousands of people assembled to see him. The important point in this verse is that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu regularly visited the temple of Vishweshwara, Lord Shiva, at Varanasi. Vaishnavas generally do not visit a demigod's temple. But here we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu regularly visited the temple of Vishweshwara, who was a predominating deity of Varanasi. Generally, Mayavadi sannyasis and worshippers of Lord Shiva live in Varanasi. But how is it that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who took the part of Vaishnava sannyasi, also visited the Vishweshwara temple? The answer is that Vaishnava does not behave impudently toward the demigod. A Vaishnava gives proper respect to all, although he never accepts a demigod to be as good as the Supreme Personality of God. In the Brahma Samhita, there are mantras offering obeisances to Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, the Sun God, and Lord Ganesha, as well as Lord Vishnu, all of whom are worshipped by impersonalists as Panchopasana. In the temples, impersonalists install deities of Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, the Sun God, Goddess Durga, and sometimes Lord Brahma also. And this system is continuing at present in India under the grace of Hindu religion. Vaishnavas can also worship all these demigods, but only on the principles of Brahma Samhita. It is recommended by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We may note in this connection the mantras for worshipping Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Goddess Durga, the Sun God, and Ganesha as described in the Brahma Samhita. Srishti Siti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Eka. Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Vivarti Durga. Ichana Rupam Api Yasya Cha. Etasesa. Govindam Adipurusha. Mahamaya. The external potency Maya, who is the nature of the shadow of Chit, spiritual potency, is worshipped by all people as Durga, the creating, preserving, and destroying agency of this mundane world. Adore the primal Lord, Govinda, in accordance with those will Durga conduct herself. Again, Brahma Samhita 5.44. Kshiram Mithadadi Vikara Vishesha Yoga. Sanjayate Nahi Tata Patagasti Eto. E Shambhutam Api Tata Sampeti Karya. Govinda Madipurusham Tamaha Bhaja. Milk is transformed into curd with the actions of the acids. Yet the effect curd is neither the same as or non-different from its cause, namely milk. I adore the primal Lord, Govinda, of whom the state of Sambhu is a similar transformation for the performance of the work. Again, Brahma Samhita 5.45. Vaswan itasu sakateshu nijeshu teja. Swayam kayat pragatyatye apitattva etra. Brahma esha jagadanda vidhana karta. Govinda Adipurusham Mahamajam. I adore the primal Lord Govinda, from whom separated subjective portion Brahma receives his power for the regulation of the mundane world. Just as the sun manifests a portion of his own light in all the brilliant gems that bear such names as Suryakanta. Again, Brahma Samhita 5.49. Yat Pada Pallava Yugam Viridaya Kumbha Dvande Pranama Samaye Saganadi Raja Vignan Vihanta Paramasya Jagatrayasya Govinda Vadipurusham Mahamajami. I worship the primal Lord, Govinda, Ganesha, all his horses, so to speak, on the pair of Tungli, protruding from his elephant head, in order to obtain power for his function of destroying all obstacles. On the path of progress, the three words. Again, Brahma Samhita 5.50. Eshakshur Esha, Savita Sakala Grahana, Raja Samasta Suramurti, Ashesha Teja, Ishagneya Brahmati, Samarti Kalachakra, Govinda Mahamajami. The sun, full of infinite effulgence, who is the king of all planets, and the image of good soul, is like the eye of this world. I know the primal Lord Govinda, in pursuance of whose order the sun performs his journey, mounting the wheel of time. All the demigods are servants of Krishna. They are not equal to Krishna. Therefore, even if one goes to a temple of the Panchopasan, as mentioned above, one should not accept the deities as they are. They are accepted by the impersonalists. All of them ought to be accepted as personal demigods, but they all serve the order of Supreme Personality Godhead. Shankaracharya, for example, he is understood to be an incarnation of Lord Shiva, as described in the Padma Purana. He propagated the Mayavada philosophy and the order of the Supreme Lord. We have already discussed this point in text 114 of this chapter. Tanra Doshanahi. Teno Agnikarida. Shankaracharya is not at fault, for he has thus covered the real purport of the Vedas under the order of the Supreme Personality of God, although Lord Shiva, in the form of a Brahmana Shankaracharya, preached the false philosophy of Mayavada. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu nevertheless said that since he did it on the order of Supreme Personality of God, there was no fault on his part. Tanra Doshanahi. You must offer proper respects to all the demigods. If one can offer respects even to an ant, why not to the demigods? One must always know, however, that no demigod is equal to or above the Supreme Lord. Ekale Ishvara Krishna, Arasabha, yeah. Only Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. And all others, including the demigods such as Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Goddess Durga, and Ganesha, are his servants. Everyone serves the purpose of the Supreme Godhead. And what to speak of such small and insignificant living entities as ourselves? We are surely eternal servants of the Lord. The Mayavadi philosophy maintains that the demigods, the living entities, and the Supreme Personal Godhead are all equal. It is therefore a most foolish misrepresentation of Vedic knowledge. So, we'll discuss. I think what's time now? It's already 9:50. So I'll talk a little bit about this verse. I think next time we can have a separate class as how I came to Krishna consciousness.
Okay, Prabhu.
That'll be better, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Visheshwara temple is a very famous temple in Varanasi. It's a beautiful temple and always crowded. Lord Shiva temple. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was there, used to visit every day this temple. Take darshan of Lord Shiva. Why? Shiva is not an ordinary personality. Vaishnava Tam Shambhu is the greatest Vaishnava. He is a wonderful devotee of the Lord. He is very, very special. He is also known as Shambhu. He is known as Ashutosha. Shiva means the all auspicious. Shiva is actually Krishna's name. The most auspicious is Krishna. And that name he got it, Shiva. The most auspicious. You chant Shiva, 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 all auspiciousness will come to. That's the speciality of Lord Shiva. You can see all the dhams. Take Vrindavan, take Mayapur, take Tirupati, any dham, the Lokapalaka or Kshetrapalaka is Lord Shiva. You take Tirupati, it is Kapileshwara Swami, Kapileshwara temple. He is the one, Kshetrapalaka. He will take care. If you take Vrindavan, Shakaleshwar Mahadev. So many four Mahadevas are there, all Rajna. And you take Mayapur, yes, this is Lord Shiva temple. Everywhere you can say Lord Shiva is the one, Kshetrapalaka. Lord Shiva are totally detached. And also, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to South India, before visiting Tirumala, he went to Kalahasti. Kalahasti temple, very famous temple near Tirupati. It's about 50 kilometers from Tirupati. He came here, had darshan of Kalahasti temple. Then he came to and is so detached, is unpatched. Lord Shiva has no house. He's under the tree. He stays under the tree in Himalayas. He and his wife, Parvati Devi. She's in charge, as we read in the purport. She's in charge for the entire creation, the world, mundane world. So one day, Parvati Devi told Lord Shiva, Lord, how come we don't have a house? Everybody has a nice place to stay. But myself, with you, I'm under the tree. Why can't we have a house? Lord Shiva said, fine, nothing wrong. You're the creator of this mundane world. You want to have a house? Why not? Build a nice house. She got the permission from her husband. She built a beautiful house, golden house, studded with jewels. Such a beautiful house. And Lord Shiva saw the house and he was very happy. Fine, this house is very good, we can stay here. But now the Graha Prayasham has to be done. So the Brahmanas are invited. The Brahmanas came. They did the Graha Prayasham, housewarming ceremony. They did that. And nice prasadam was served to Brahmanas. They all ate. A lot of devatas, they came, they all had prasadam. All were very, very happy. And finally, the Brahmanas means you have to give dakshina. So the final act is dakshina. Lord Shiva has nothing to give. Lord Shiva has to give the dakshina. You know what he did? He gave the house as dakshina to the Brahmanas. That is Lord Shiva. And along with his wife, Parvati Devi, he sat under the tree and continued his meditation, his japa. Lord Shiva ki jai. So Lord Shiva, no doubt his expansion of Lord Krishna. And also in the pastimes, they're very close, they're like friends. Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu and Shiva, they're like friends. I'll tell you another pastime, how Lord Shiva is attached to Srimad Bhagavatam. He's the one who spoke Bhagavatam to Parvati Devi. And Shuka, parrot Radharani, heard the parrot. Lord Shiva had told Parvati Devi, when I speak Bhagavatam to you, nobody should eat, only you. So Lord Shiva started speaking Bhagavatam. Parvati Devi, she was just doing Omkara. Then she slept off. Bhagavatam is very special, very transcendental. She slept off. So Lord Shiva saw Parvati Devi sleeping, but still he is hearing the Omkara. Then he sees a bird, a parrot on the tree, and hearing Bhagavatam. Lord Shiva became very angry. How come? I told Parvati Devi very clearly, nobody should get Bhagavatam from me except her. Oh, this bird, and the Trishul, he tried to attack the bird, and the bird started flying. The bird started flying, Lord Shiva attacked, started chasing the bird. Finally, bird came to Vyasa ashram. And there, Vyasa Maharishi's wife, she just yawned. She yawned. When she was yawning, the parrot went inside the mouth. That's how Sukadeva Goswami was conceived. So Sukadeva Goswami knew the entire Bhagavatam. We heard first time from Lord Shiva. And second time heard from his father, Vyasa. So you could speak Bhagavatam so nicely to Parikshit Maharaj and all the series. So one more pastime. This happened in Kerala. This pastime happened in Kerala. In the Kerala, an exalted devotee by name Punda. Very special, very special. But is attached to Bhagavatam. He was married to Bhagavatam. We all should get married to Bhagavatam. I tell our brahmacharis, you want to get married to Bhagavatam. Grihasthas, again, you can get married for the second time to Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam will not fight with us. Bhagavatam will not fight with the husband or the wife. Bhagavatam will not become old. Bhagavatam will not become fat or thin. Bhagavatam will never fall sick. Bhagavatam is such a wonderful association. So we, both husband and wife, will get married to Bhagavatam, then our life will flourish. There are not many problems also in the future. There will be no conflicts. Every day, if wife and husband sit down with the children and study Bhagavatam for 20 minutes or half an hour or 1 hour, fantastic. Life will be amazing. I will go on very nicely. Are we doing it? It is very, very important. So Pundanam always is carrying Bhagavatam in his hand, and wherever he go, people ask him, Prabhu, give a class. He used to give amazing classes on Srimad Bhagavatam. In Guruvayur temple, other temples, in Kerala. Once, he wanted to visit Lord Shiva's temple near Guruvayur. The temple name is Shikotayur. Shikotayur. And this temple is opened only for 2 months in a year. Only 2 months. And the 10 months is closed. Am I okay? My sound is okay? Voice is clear?
Yes,
Raman,
Prabhu, it's clear, Prabhu. It is clear, Prabhu.
Clear?
Perfect, perfect.
Am I too fast? Okay?
No, fine, Prabhu. It's perfect.
Okay. So 2 months. Only the temple is opened. Then it's closed for 10 months. So he thought of visiting Shikotayur and take darshan of Lord Shiva and stay there for 2 months. He had a strong desire to go to Shikotayur. So he walked all the way to Shikotayur and he had darshan of Lord Shiva. He was very happy. He was very, very happy. Then the devotees there, they requested, Pundana, Prabhu, you come here for the first time. You should give Bhagavatam class. Please, every day you should give Bhagavatam class. As long as you stay here. He said, that's my pleasure. Surely, why not? So the first day, the morning, he opened his book, Bhagavatam. He selected the topic, Lord Krishna rebuking Rukmani Devi, making fun of Rukmani Devi. Why you got married to me? Would I marry Shishupala? He's a better king, better king. I'm just a vagabond. Why I'm not educated? I'm a forest dweller. Like this was just troubling her. That's an amazing pastime. You all would have read that. So he gave a class on the topic, a full class. Many devotees were there. All were thrilled with the class. Amazing class. That day the class was over. The next day, the class time, again I came and sat. He wanted to go to the next chapter. But he saw the book marking is on the same chapter. Then Pundanam thought, oh, somebody wanted to hear this pastime again. So second day also, he repeated the same pastime. Lord Krishna, rebuking and making fun of Rukmani Devi. He finished the class. Third day, again, he came and sat. Or go to the next chapter. Again, somebody has marked on the same page, same chapter. He gave a class on that. Next day, same chapter. He gave a class. 2 months, he gave a class on the same chapter. Like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj says, Sarvadharma Pratijya Mamekam Shanam Raja. Bhagavad Gita Sloka. I can give class on this verse for 1 full year. Guys, so much is there. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. When you try to understand, it'll keep expanding. We can never understand. More we understand, more it will expand. So deep the knowledge is. Nobody can say, I finished Bhagavad Gita. Oh, I finished Bhagavatam reading. No, you cannot finish. It's like going to ocean, taking a mug and take a mug full of water, put it on our head, bath, and say, I took bath in the ocean. I used the entire ocean water for my bath. Can we say that? Like that, can we say, I finished Bhagavad, studying Bhagavad? Oh, I finished Bhagavad Gita. No. This is like ocean, unlimited. So much knowledge is there in this wonderful book. And what is Chaitanya Charitamrta? Chaitanya Charitamrta, Bhagavatam is there. In Chaitanya Charitamrta, Bhagavad Gita is there. In Chaitanya Charitamrta, so many Puranas are there. As Prabhupada said, Chaitanya Charitamrta is a PhD. It contains all the books, the essence of all the books. It is there in Chaitanya Charitamrta. I'm so happy you devotees are studying Chaitanya Charitamrta regularly. Amazing. Hats off to all of you. Very special. So 2 months he gave the class. Same topic. Lord Krishna, troubling Rukmani Devi. Then after 2 months, he had the last darshan of Lord Shiva, and he left the temple back to Guruvayur. He started walking away from Shikotuyur. Then he remembered, oh my God, I left Bhagavatam in the temple because that is the last day and they closed the temple. So he started running for his Bhagavatam book. Those days to have Bhagavatam is not easy. You have to write your own Bhagavatam book. Now it's very easy. By Prabhupada's mercy, anytime you can have Bhagavatam, any book. Bhaktivinoda Thakur struggled to get Chaitanya Charitamrta book. He struggled for 12 years. 12 years he was running hither thither to get Chaitanya Charitamrta copy to study. But we are so lucky. The problem is we don't study. We have all the books in our reach. Everything is there, but we don't study. But those days there's a struggle to get a book. And the book distribution, how they should do in the good old times. I read one article long time back. Book distribution is right and keep it on the elephant's head, carrying Bhagavatam with the drums, with the clarinet, the big music, chanting the Lord's name, Vedic chants. They carry the book and donate it to a king or to a Brahmana. That was the book distribution. If I want Bhagavatam, I have to go, sit down and write it. Or if you cannot write it, I got to appoint the scribe, pay him, he'll sit down and he'll write. Not like now. So Pundanam, I left my Bhagavatam in the temple. I should go and get it now. So he ran to the temple. But temple was closed. Temple was closed. Oh, temple is locked now. What to do? What to do? He stood near the door. He was contemplating what to do now. How I can get my book back. But he heard someone speaking. Somebody said, then Pundanam to the key. He saw, who is that inside? I can tell them to give my book. He saw Lord Shiva was sitting on Vyasasana. Lord Shiva was sitting on Vyasasana. And Parvati Devi was sitting down next to him. And Lord Shiva is holding Pundanam's Bhagavatam book in his hand. And all the Bhutagana, his disciples, his followers, ghosts and the goblins, they're all in the hundreds, they're all there. And Lord Shiva asked Parvati Devi, Devi, which chapter I can speak? Parvati Devi said, my Lord, speak the same chapter Pundanam spoke. Lord Krishna troubling Rukmani Devi, rebuking Rukmani Devi. Same chapter. Lord Shiva said, okay, fine. And he opened the book, started narrating, he gave a class. A full-fledged class. Pundanam was hearing. He was near the door and was astonished hearing. And all the disciples of Lord Shiva, Buddhas, Ganas, and many rishis, they're all there. All good, wow, wonderful, very nice. No. So Lord Shiva completed the class. Then he asked his wife, Parvati Devi, Devi, how was the class? My Lord, it was amazing. Wonderful class, my Lord. But one thing, Lord, I want to say something. What is the Devi? But Pundanam class was better than your class. Lord Shiva said, yes, even I think so. He's amazing devotee. Yes, surely I think this class is better than my class. With such a deep realizations, he has such a pure devotee. This is the quality of a Vaishnava. Vaishvanamitam Shambhu. He's the topmost Vaishnava. As powerful as Lord Vishnu. But still is giving credit to Pundanam. This is the quality of a Vaishnava. Always appreciating. No jealous. Jealousy means you will never get bhakti. Oh, that devotee sings better than me. Oh, this devotee speaks better than me. Everybody is unique with their own. That's by Lord. Everybody has got their own talent. Nobody is great. What is greatness? How sincerely we surrender to Krishna. How sincerely we try to purify our senses. How serious I become Krishna conscious. How I can develop compassion, Jivadaya, to help the world. Like Prabhupada. So these are the qualities of it. Titikshva, very patient, very tolerant. Karunika, very merciful. Titikshva Karunika, Surdam Sarvedehina. Everybody is my friend. Ajata Shatru, he has no enemies. Sadhava, he abides by the scriptures, not the mind. Shanta is very peaceful. Sadhubhusha, a quality of a pure devotee, Mahabhagavata. Titikshva Karunika, Surdam Sarvedehina. Ajata Shatru, Sadhava Shanta, Sadhubhusha. This is a decoration for a sadhu. A sadhu means a devotee who has satlakshana. 6 wonderful qualities. He is known as sadhu. That is Shiva, not Shiva. Oh, Pundanam class was better than mine. Yes, Devi, I agree with that. Better speaker is wonderful realization. So pure he is. Pundanam was hearing this outside the door. When he heard this, he started crying. Tears were rolling from his eyes. Telling, my Lord Shiva, my Lord Shiva. What a Vaishnava you are. He was crying and he called out, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Lord Shiva, Devi, they all heard. Oh, of course, Lord Shiva knows he's outside. And immediately they all disappeared. So this is one very famous pastime. Pundanam and Lord Shiva and Shiva. I just want to touch two topics. One is Lord Shiva. All these 5 verses talks about Sanatana Goswami. Caitanya Mahaprabhu relationship with Sanatana Goswami. What we can say about Sanatana Goswami or Rupa Goswami? Sanatana Goswami is the first person, a devotee, who came to Vrindavan. He was the chief minister for Hussain Shah. Rupa Goswami was finance minister. These 2 exalted devotees, they are from South India, Karnataka. Very famous Saraswat Brahmins, that lineage. Saraswat Brahmins, I know, because I'm from Karnataka, Bangalore. They are very strict in Achar. Very highly qualified people. But now they become less. The crowd is not much. Very special devotees, Saraswat Brahmins. They belong to that community. So upon meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he blessed them. It's a very big story, I cut short. He told Sanatana Goswami, go to Vrindavan. He came to Vrindavan. Imagine he was a chief minister. He was running the country, Bengal. Hussain Shah used to just relax. These 2 brothers were running. They had their own palatial buildings. They had so many servants. They were rich like anything. Rupa Goswami had 7 boats full of gold. Can you imagine? 7 boats full of gold. Sanatana Goswami was so rich. But they gave up everything and came to Vrindavan, sleeping under the tree. Tonight this tree, tomorrow another tree. Why? We should not get attached to trees. No attachment in this world. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave 4 instructions to Sanatana Goswami and to Rupa Goswami. What are the instructions? On my mother's request, I am staying in Puri. But I have a lot of things to do in Vrindavan. Now I'll work in Vrindavan through you, Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami. Number 1, you're going to excavate the places of Lord Krishna and Radharani. All their pastimes, those places you're going to excavate and let the world know. Radharani and Lord Krishna's pastimes happens. Then build beautiful temples for Radha and Krishna. You know, Radha Madan Mohan temple built by Sanatana Goswami. The first temple in Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami built a temple, Radha Govinda. Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Radha Raman temple. Raghunath Goswami, Radha Kumbh. So the first Acharya in our parampara is Sanatana Goswami. The Acharya for Sambandha. Rupa Goswami is an Acharya for Abhidaya. Raghunath Das Goswami is Acharya for Prayojana. Radha Madan Mohan, the deities. Sanatana Goswami is the Sambandha deities. Radha Govinda is the Abhidaya deities. Radha Gopinath, Prayojana deities in Vrindavan. So Sanatana Goswami, he led a very simple life, doing the bhajan all the time. Again, Sanatana Goswami and Lord Shiva. In Manasi Ganga, Sanatana Goswami is doing his bhajan there and is writing scriptures of ISKCON. Mahaprabhu told them, you excavate the places of Radha Krishna's Leelas, Leelastalas. Number 2, build beautiful temples. Number 3, write commentaries on the scriptures, take the essence and write. Number 4, and show the world how a sadhu should live. Set standards for a sadhu. From you, the whole world will understand who is a sadhu. The 4 instructions Mahaprabhu gave to Sanatana Goswami. So this way, Sanatana Goswami stayed there and did his bhajan. Once he was doing his bhajan near Manasiganga, there the Kshetraparaka is Lord Shiva, Shakleshwar Mahadev. Shakleshwar Mahadev. And he was focusing on writing commentaries on the scriptures, but too many mosquitoes. Too many mosquitoes. So he could not focus properly. So Sanatana Goswami thought, okay, fine, there's no point, I can stay here. Too many mosquitoes. I leave this place and go away. I'll go to some other place and do my bhajan. The Lord Shiva came in disguise as a Brahmana and came to Sanatana Goswami, Babaji, very please don't leave this place. I love you, you should stay here and continue your bhajan. The Sanatana Goswami said, Brahmana, too many mosquitoes here. Too many mosquitoes, I cannot focus on my bhajan. It's not possible. The Lord Shiva said, Babaji, tonight you just see. One day give a chance. You will not find any mosquitoes from tomorrow. Okay, fine. He said for one more day, not a single one. They say even today, there are no mosquitoes in that area because of Lord Shiva's blessings. Shakleshwar Mahadev, Lord Shiva's past. Sanatana Goswami past. And Sanatana Goswami one day desired to have some sweet rice. Prasad. He told this to Rupa Goswami. I would like to have some sweet rice prasad. The Rupa Goswami, yes, I will prepare something. But where to get the items? They're in the jungle. There comes a beautiful young girl with all the items for the sweet rice. And she cooks and gives it to Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami brings that dish and gives it to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami takes one morsel, puts it in his mouth, and he goes in ecstasy. Tears rolling from his eyes, body shivering, voice faltering, hair standing, Ashta Satvika Vikara. Then he'll ask Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami will ask Rupa Goswami, my dear brother, from where you got this prasad? When young girl came, cooked and she gave it to me. We are supposed to serve Radharani, but you are taking service from Radharani. What is this? So like that, Radharani, Krishna. When you got the DT, wow. Later he became Madan Mohan. Madan Gopal DT. Now the DT is in Karoli, Jaipur, near Jaipur, Rajasthan. Radha Madan Mohan is in Karoli. Pratibha Murthy is there in Vrindavan. Radha Govindadev is in Jaipur. Radha Gopinath in Jaipur. Radha Madan Mohan in Karoli. Radha Madan Mohan DT belongs to Sanatana Goswami. This is Acharya, Samanta Acharya. It's been said, Radha Madan Mohan DT, lotus feet, and Krishna's lotus feet are identical. Radha Govindadev, chest portion, and Lord Krishna, chest is same. And Gopinath, DT, his face, Mukaravinda, on the face of Lord Krishna is same. And it's been said, in a day, when you take darshan of all these three deities, that means you have seen Krishna as it is. So one day, Tirupati devotees, we planned like that. From Vrindavan, one morning after Mangalarti, we charged to Karoli. Had darshan of Radha Madan Mohan in Karoli. Then we drove, that's about 200 kilometers. Again, we drove from there, Karoli, to Jaipur, another 200 kilometers. We came in the evening, had darshan of Radha.
Prabhuji, we lost your voice and the video also.
Video is okay? You can see me? You can hear me?
Yeah, bro, I can hear. Just I'm trying to focus.
Video is okay now?
Yeah, video is fine. Yeah, bro, it is fine now. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Voice is okay?
Yeah, bro, it is okay.
Yeah, some power problem. Material world is like this, right? Material world means there will be some problems. Everything is problem in the material world, except Krishna consciousness. So we went from Vrindavan to Karoli, had darshan of Radha Madan Mohan. From there to Jaipur, had darshan of Radha Govinda Dev. Night before closing, we reached Radha Gopinath temple, had darshan of Radha Gopinath. Some years back, we planned like that. So Sanatana Goswami deity, Radha Madan Mohan is very powerful. He used to have conversation with Sanatana Goswami. Actually, he gets a deity from Chaubey, Purushottam Chaubey. It's a very big pastime, I cut short. Each pastime will take 1 hour. So, but he never had a kutir in the beginning days. He had a small cradle, cloth cradle. He used to place the Radha Madan Mohan deity there and he should do his bhajan. He'll beg, he gets some chapatis. And he'll offer the chapatis, dry chapatis to Madan Mohan, and he'll honor it. So one day, Madan Mohan told Sanatana Goswami, Babaji, every day you're giving me only chapatis. No sabji, nothing. At least give me some salt, please. How can I just draw dry chapatis? I want some salt. Then Sanatana Goswami said, my dear Lord, Gopal, see, I'm a Babaji. I'm very busy with my bhajan. And I've tried the scriptures. Today I'll ask for salt. Tomorrow I'll ask for pig. Tomorrow I'll ask for sabjis. There I can get. So it's better. I'll take it back to the Brahmana Chaubey and give back to him. So he'll give nice sabjis, everything wonderfully. Stay there. I'll do my bhajan here. Gopalji got scared. No, Babaji, don't send me away. Don't send me away. I want to be with you. Don't send me. So that kind of relationship Sanatana Goswami had with Madan Gopal. So later on, he builds a beautiful temple for him. When the Muslims attacked, the deity was shifted to Karoli. Karoli, I'll tell you one pastime and I'll close it. Anybody has seen Karoli temple? Radha Madan Mohan in Karoli? So, it's a small hillock. On that is a beautiful temple. There, the Radha Madan Mohan is the original deity of Sanatana Goswami. In Karoli, the old lady, her job service, very old service, make a garland every day. Bring it, offer it to Madan Mohan. While doing the garlands, she will think of Madan Mohan. sing songs on Madan Mohan, contemplate on Madan Mohan. She used to be jolly in a jolly mood. She used to make the garland, remembering the Lord all the time, remembering the Lord all the time. So happy she was, and very old. One day she visited the temple. She stayed in the temple, did the bhajans. On the night, she went back to her kuti, a small thatched room. As she walked inside, she saw somebody sitting on the bed. The old lady, she cannot see. Her eyes are not very sharp. Not blind, but can't see properly. She's wondering, who is sitting on my bed this time in the night? Who is there? She goes near and sees. It is Madan Mohan. My Lord, you are here. You are sitting on my bed. My Lord, you came to my house. My Lord, immediately she fell down, held the feet. My Lord, you come to me. My Lord. Then Madan Mohan spoke to her. He said, my dear devotee, I'm so happy about you. You serve me so nicely. Every day you make garlands so beautifully. I'm very, very happy with you, my devotee. But today I'm very tired and my legs are pain. So I came to your house to relax. I want to sleep here. And I want you to massage my feet. My Lord, massaging your lotus feet, my Lord, is a blessing. The Lord said, I'll just take rest. Now you massage my feet. Lord slept on a her bed. She was massaging the lotus, the Lord. She kept on massaging for hours together. Then she slept off. He slept off. Madan Mohan is sleeping, she is sleeping on Madan Mohan's lotus feet. Just imagine how fortunate that old lady. Holding, massaging Lord's feet. Then she slept. So morning, Mangalarti time. Who has to go first? Not you and me, Lord. Lord, oh, it's Mangalarti time. I should be there in the temple. And he rushed. Because disturbing the old lady, got up and he rushed. Rushing out, chadar with the old lady. And he took old lady's chadar, very old, all in rags. He covered that one and he ran. In a hurry, but he doesn't know. Of course, Lord knows everything. He went there. And the old lady, after some time, she got up. Oh, Lord is gone. I think Lord is gone for Mangalarti. Now I have to go for Mangalarti. She also rushed. The old lady, she took Lord's golden chadar. She covered herself and she ran to the temple. Then darshan opened. Radha Madan Mohan darshan for Mangalarti darshan. All were shocked to see Madan Mohan deity is an old chadar, all in rags. I was shocked. What happened? Why the pujari is dressed like this? All the chadar in the holes and all. Very old, faded. How is that? They could not understand. The arati went for the Lord, and the plate came to everybody. And the plate came near the old lady, and she's with the golden chadar, shining. All saw that. How come the old lady is wearing a Lord's chadar? It appears Lord's chadar she has given to Lord. How is that? So after the arati, after Mangalarti, they approach the old lady. They all know she's a very sincere devotee. How come, mother? You are the Lord's chadar? And how come it appears Lord is having your chadar? How is that? She said, last night, Madan Mohan came to my kuti as massaging his lotus feet. He pressed me to massage, as massaging. Early in the morning, Mangalarti, he took my chadar and came off, leaving his chadar. Even I could not make out, I covered his chadar and I came to the temple. All enjoyed the pastime. Wow, what a devotee you are, mother. God has performed such a wonderful pastime. And this pastime happened on Amavasya day. So even today, on every Amavasya, they put the same chadar for Radha Madan Mohan. Remember the pastime, 500 years old pastime. Remember that they have the same. Like that, you see, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Das Raghunath Goswami, Goswami, very, very, Sat Goswami is very special. The life is for Krishna, Radha and Krishna. No other design. How to serve the Lord and how to deliver the word. There's a mood of the Supreme Lord, Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself, they gave Bhagavad Gita. Sarvadharman pratijya mamekam sharanam vrajaham tvam sarvapapebhyo mokshim maschaha. Abandon all kinds of religions and surrender to me, Arjuna. I relieve from all sinful activities. You do not worry. I'll give the liberation. Maschaha, don't worry. Lord went back. He gave Bhagavad Gita. He performed wonderful pastimes, went back. But nobody is serious. So again, Lord came back as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to show how to surrender. How to Krishna. He came as a devotee. Lord came as a devotee and showed. So in the same mood, he gave the same instructions to Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami. Very exalted. Sanatana Goswami was doing Govardhana Parikrama every day. We do once in a year, right? And we become very tired. Sanatana Goswami was doing Govardhana Parikrama every day. Govardhana Parikrama, two routes are there. One long route, bigger circumference, one small route. Generally, we take also shortcut routes, small routes. Sanatana Goswami took the long route, 40 kilometers. The short one is something like 24 kilometers. So every day he was doing that. He became old, 80 plus, 88 years old. Sanatana Goswami. But still was doing Govardhana Parikrama. So Krishna came to him as a Brahmana and said, Babaji, why is this? Why, Babaji? Still you're doing Parikrama, you're very old. It's okay, stop it now. No, I have to do it. This is my devotional service to my Lord, Gopal. I have to do this. This is my commitment. I've taken a vow. Every day I'll do Govardhana Parikrama. Then immediately Lord Krishna gave us which he stood on Govardhana Hill and got melted. The Lord's lotus foot impression, a calf hoof impression, a Lord's stick, that impression, yes, that stone to Sanatana Goswami. You can see that in Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan. You would have seen, all of you would have seen. So, he said, Lord said, Babaji, you do pradakshina around this. Is as good as doing Govardhana Parikrama. So from that day, Babaji, Sanatana Goswami was doing pradakshina to this Shila. So like that kind of interaction they had with them. Sanatana, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. All these devotees, we just heard Punna. Or we take Purandardasa, Kanagadasa. We take Annamacharya of Tirumala. Or we take sons of Maharashtra, Goswami. Throughout India, all these exalted pure devotees, they had personal relationship with Lord. I can tell you many pastimes. What all happened in Tirumala. Pastimes in Udupi. Pastimes of Alvar in Tamil Nadu. Pastimes in Kerala. Pastimes in Maharashtra. All these exalted devotees. Just hearing their pastime and the love for Krishna and the reciprocation, Lord reciprocating with them, we get feelings. Our anarthas will go. As we keep hearing more and more about these exalted devotees, then always will be under the permission of yoga. Never enter the Mahamaya. Mahamaya means material energy, full of distress, full of anger, too many desires. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madhamasarya. That is material energy, Mahamaya. Durga Devi is the in charge. Either we can be there under the permission of Mahamaya or under the permission of Yogamaya. Yogamaya means joy. Susukam kartam apipyam. Full of joy, compassion, jivanaya. Indriya nigrahana, you can control the senses very easily. Atma samtrupti, totally satisfied in life, is yoga. Mahamaya, distress. Dukhanayam shashva. So we can be here, but we can be in yogamaya. That's the beauty which Krishna wants us. Not necessary I should go to Vaikuntha, Goloka, Vrindavana. They don't experience. Not necessary. They can experience here. A chance is there. Prabhupada has given everything to us. Choice is in my hand. Choice is mine. Whether I want mental energy or spiritual energy. When I keeping increasing my mental energy, spiritual energy comes down. When I'm increasing the spiritual energy, mental energy comes down. So Prabhupada says always increase your spiritual content. When the spiritual content is increasing, mental content will come. When the mental content is increasing, spiritual content will come. When the Mahamaya is increasing, Yogamaya will come. When Yogamaya is increasing, Mahamaya will come. The choice is ours. We can be in Yogamaya or Mahamaya. But what happens now? We devotees, we flip-flop. We are in Yogamaya, again jump to Mahamaya, again Yogamaya, again jump to Mahamaya. Flip-flop, keep flip-flopping until confused. I have been chanting for so many years. I'm practicing bhakti for so many years. What's happening? What is happening to me? I'm not getting the taste because we flip-flop. So we should be very careful, very serious. That's why we should be always, the mind should be present. I'm in the kirtan. First, I'm sitting in the kirtan, whether my mind is here. I'm in the class, yes, whether my mind is here. I am doing the DD worship, whether my mind is there. I am there, but is the mind there? Mind is the cause of all problems. Manam, param karanam, amnanti, samsara chakra, parivadyatya. Is that because this is mind, I am held up, this middle, caught up in the cycle of birth and death. So the mind has to be controlled. Mind is like a wild horse. Wild horse, how you can control it? You got to put the bridle in the mouth and hold the reins. You can control. Without the bridle in the mouth, you cannot control the horse. So mind is like that. You got to control the mind, and the mind will control. Put the bridle in the horse, sit on the horse and ride. If we don't do that, horse will sit on us. He'll ride. Then imagine a horse sitting on us and riding us. Like the mind will ride us. So Krishna says, Chidatmanaha prashantasya. Conquer the mind. So these devotees conquer the mind. Conquer the mind, they did their bhajan. There with Krishna. So a little bit about Sanatana Goswami. There's so many pastimes of Sanatana Goswami. Some of the time we can speak. So if you have any questions, again at 12 o'clock I got a class. Take up the class. If you have any questions,
Hare
you can
Krishna.
ask me. Or any
Thank you.
comments, welcome.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thanks for your amazing pastimes of Lord and his devotees. Some of the pastimes I heard from you even before also, but every time when we hear these pastimes, we get wonderful, more and more realizations, and you have that expertise to keep people to their seat to hear the pastimes. Maybe Prabhu, you should write a book on all these pastimes. You are a treasure of so many pastimes. As you are saying, it's amazing, and the realizations followed from this pastimes are really amazing. The conclusion, what you told, how the mind to be controlled, and amazing pastimes. Prabhuji, I have one question. Then I'll leave this one to Varnapati Govinda Prabhu, who is our Q&A coordinator. Prabhu, my question is, we are discussing about the Sambandha, Vidaya and Prayojana. As you said, Sanatan Goswami is Acharya for Sambandha and Radha Madan Mohan is Presiding Deity, and likewise. So, Prabhu, the question is, what is the actually relevance of like what actually Radha Madan Mohan is doing as a Sambandha deity, and same way what is Radha Govinda for Abhidaya and Radha Gopinath for Prayojana. What exactly is a role for us to connect to each one of these Sambandha, Abhidaya and Prayojana. Same way the Acharyas also, we have Acharyas for each Sambandha, Abhidaya and Prayojana. What is their exact role for our devotional practice?
Yeah. So I'm just repeating Prabhupada's words. Prabhupada says, he gives the example, Sambandha, Abhidaya, Prayojana. Sambandha means getting married. Like you see a girl and you see a girl, you get married. There's a Sambandha first. What's the purpose of marriage actually? According to the scripture.
Prabhuji, we lost your audio and video again.
Okay now? You can hear me?
Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah, we can hear.
You can hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
So I told you again, material world, you'll have problems. Always you'll have problems. Padam padam yad vipadam. So Prabhupada gives the example of marriage. Someone I see a girl, I like that girl. See a boy, I like that boy. Get married, sambandha. Then the family life starts. Very intimate association. Abhidaya. What is the prayojana? Have a child. A couple together having a child. Prabhupada gives the example. Sambandha is marriage. Living together is abhidaya, the process. And finally, prayojana is a child. Sambandha is knowing the Lord very nicely. He is my Lord. I am his dasa. He is my Lord. And how to develop love for the Lord? Abhidaya. Process is given. What is the process? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Anga Sabha, Sadhu Sangha, Harinama Sankirtana, Bhagavata Shravanam, Vigraharadhana, Maturvasa. Again different Anga Sabha. By doing this is the Abhidaya. Finally, we develop love for the Lord, Krishna Prema. That is the Prayojana. That's the final product is Prayojana. That's okay, Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu, yeah, it is clear, but Prabhuji, my question was, what is the relevance of Madan Mohan for Sambandha? Because why not Govinda for Sambandha and Gopinath for Abhidaya? So what is there any significance for these deities for?
Okay. Sambandha deity, Abhidaya deity, and Prayojana deity.
Yeah.
Radha Gopinath is a Prayojana. Love for Krishna. Love for Krishna is the final product. Sambandha means the beginning. In the beginning, people worship Sambandha deity, Radha Madan Mohan. In India, we have Radha Madan Mohan in Hyderabad. Radha Govinda in Tirupati. Radha Govinda in Calcutta. Radha Gopinath Chowpatty. These temples are there. Technically, I can't explain you. Sambandha means having this relationship with Sambandha Acharya. We can go out to all the details. Sambandha Acharya is Sanatana Goswami. Sambandha deity is Radha Madan Mohan. This is the first step. Second step is Radha Govinda De, Abhidaya deity. Rupa Goswami, Abhidaya Acharya. Prayojana, Radha Gopinath. And Acharya is Raghunath Goswami. And again, this is the way the Acharyas are given, but we should not try to differentiate. oh, Radha Govinda is better than Radha Gopinath. Madhu. Radha Gopinath is better than Radha. No, not like that. This is the way the Acharya is given. Steps to follow. Steps to follow. Like Prabhupada says, get married. Getting married together is sambandha. This is the best. First step. That's the first step. Abhidaya, living together. Prayojana, having a child. So of the three, getting married, living together, having a child, which is the best? In what way we can explain? It's a process given. That's a paddhati. A paddhati, you get married, have a relationship, then have a child. Marriage is for progeny. A Krishna conscious child. So Garbhadana Sanskar. So like this also, to develop love for Krishna, a process, a paddhati is given. Radha Madan Mohan. That means not necessarily you should go in Tirupati, only Radha Govinda is there, Radha Madan Mohan is not there. Every time I should go to Hyderabad. No. All three are there. For Samantha, I should go to Hyderabad, I should practice Samantha. When I get promoted, I come to Tirupati for Radha Govinda there. Then I get promoted, I go to Chowpatty for Radha Gopinath. Or Rajamandri, Radha Gopinath. Not like that. You know, all three are there in the GT. Or as a process is given, how to move forward with proper understanding. Okay, Prabhu?
Fine, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. VP Govinda Prabhu, can you coordinate for the Q&A session?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a lovely class. Hare Hare Bol. And for such lovely stories. So we would like to try to make the best use of the time. And I will request any devotees who would like to have any questions from Prabhuji, please let me know in the chat or raise your virtual hand, or I can see a few cameras on. If anybody would like to ask any questions, please. Okay, there's, all right, okay. I was about to, but V. Krishna Prabhuji is there. Prabhuji, please, go
on. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very nice class. I did not know when the time passed. The 1 hour, it just went like 1 minute. So I want to hear more from you. So please bless us. So my point, while reading Bhagavatam, it is mentioned the Lord has kept the devotional service in his heart. So when you told about, Madan Mohan is the Krishna's feet and Govinda is the chest of the Krishna, then it really struck to me that because Lord has kept all his devotional service in his heart, and that is Abhidaya. So I really liked that point, Prabhuji, that I want to tell. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for reminding us that. Hare go. So moving on, Rajesh Prabhuji has raised the hand. Prabhuji, would you like to come online? Are you there? Can't see you, but if you can, yes.
Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, I heard in your introduction, you were working for a multinational company and you decided to move full time. So what factors one must consider before making this decision, of leaving the job and dedicating oneself full time to bhakti?
I think the next time I'll tell you the detail. I told you, that's the class by itself. It'll take 1.5 hours, So mainly, because the association. I can say the main thing, it goes to the association. What kind of devotees you are with. It all depends upon the faith. The faith has to be very strong, means you should have an association of strong devotees. When you have the association of the weak devotees, our faith in Krishna consciousness will be weak. When you have the association of very super devotees, our faith in Krishna consciousness will be very strong. Super little bit. So the faith depends upon the association. By Lord's mercy, that time in the year 1998, I came to ISKCON. 1992, I left my company, because of the association of the devotees. The credit I give to the devotees, the way they preached to me, the way they engaged me, the way they took care of me. I always remember them. And the way Guru Maharaj showed me love. I could take a decision like that. And I'm no regrets. More than 30 years over. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Now I'm 64 years. Actually I would have retired by this time. 4 years back I would have retired. Sitting in the house, biting my fingers, what to do. But today I'm too busy with my career is booming like anything. So much preaching, so much services. So in Krishna consciousness, there's no retirement. Active. All my friends, those who served with me in the company, they all retired. They're wondering what to do now. But we devotees, we are so busy. No retirement. So isn't it so wonderful, isn't it? Devotee's life is so wonderful. Till the last minute you are engaged. You are busy. Prabhupada till the last minute, and then Raman. Before leaving his body, he was giving purpose to him. Though his body was very fragile, skin and bones. Whatever he has to say is already told in his books, his conversations. Everything is given. But still, you are talking so much. Krishna, in the last days, is it necessary? Is it necessary he should talk again? Just leaving the body and he's talking about Krishna. Why he is talking? The pure devotees cannot stop speaking about that Lord. So much love, they want to keep on glorifying. Like parents, they love the child. They talk so much about this child. Fathers, they want to talk more about this child because love is there. So like the pure devotees, so much love on Krishna, they cannot stop. They keep on chanting, they keep on glorifying the Lord. You can see that in Lord's, Prabhupada, other exalted devotees. So some of the time in detail I'll tell you. I told you a little bit. My inspiration is Prabhupada's book. SSR, Science of Self-Realization. That book changed my lifestyle. That book, one night I read the book. And that changed my life. Then imagine every day, every night if I read a book of Prabhupada, we'll be in a spiritual world. One night association with the book, it changed my life. I read so many books, academic books, so many novels, but nothing happened. But one night, one book changed my life. The day evening I came to the company, I took bath, and I was thinking, shall I go out? My wife was gone, 1988. She had gone to Nellore for delivery. I was alone with my mother, father, sisters, others. Shall I go out for evening, just go meet my friends, or stay back and read some book? After much contemplation, I thought I'll stay back and read a book. 4 days back, I got this book, SSR. Which book to read? I have so many novels. Whether I read about Robert Ludlum or some other book. I took this book, Prabhupada's book, SSR. I'll try one book. I think today I should read this book. Let me see what kind of language, what the author says there. I opened the book just to see the language. What is the content like? There Prabhupada says, all cannot understand Krishna consciousness. All cannot understand Krishna consciousness. When you take the diamonds and throw it in front of a pig will never appreciate the diamonds. Pig will never appreciate the diamonds. Prabhupada uses the word swine. The swine will never appreciate the diamonds. Swine will run behind the stool. So all cannot understand Krishna consciousness. I closed the book. I was dazed. There was a slap on my face. I thought, my God, what is this? Who is this person? I have not read any book who can give an answer like this. Straight. It went straight into my head. I closed the book. I looked at the Prabhupada's picture. The green shawl with the green shawl. The bead bag is there. I was kept on staring at it.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we have lost your video.
Hey, I'm back. You can hear me?
We can hear you, Prabhuji. Yes, yeah.
We can
Hare
hear
Krishna,
you,
you
but
can
we
hear
can't-
me?
Yeah, bro, we can hear you, but we can't see you.
So I'm concluding now. So I was dazed. Who is this person? I looked at Prabhupada, I saw his picture. And that night, around 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I opened the book, I started reading. Morning 4 o'clock, I finished it. Entire book, SSR. It's a medium.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for that, Prabhuji. It's been such a pleasure to have you. Do you?
So one night,
Yes, go on. Sorry,
I finished it off. One night, I finished the book. 4 in the morning, I finished the book. Then 7 o'clock, I left the house. Driving 16 kilometers on the motorbike. I was a young man then. Driving to the company on the motorbike with a crash helmet. And inside the helmet, I was chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, not the full mantra. After reading Prabhupada's book. When I reached the company, I was in bliss, fully happy. The person who gave me the book, he met me, he asked me, did you read the book? I said, yeah, I finished it. And I told him, I started chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. He said, no, chant the full mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So one night with Srila Prabhupada's book, see what happened. Imagine if we read every night, every day book seriously, what will happen to us? So thank you very much. Very kind of you. Very patiently all listen to me. We'll meet again.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. And
May we request your association next week to continue to hear about your journey of Krishna consciousness? I don't know how is your
so
schedule.
Keep it Friday evening. Friday evening is okay. Friday evening is okay.
Yeah, bro. Friday evening we can, but Saturday.
Anyway, Lalita Govinda Prabhu will be in touch with me. I'll talk to him.
Okay, bro.
I'll talk to him. We can finalize it. No problems.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much for that.
Okay, thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Radha Govind Bhagavan ki jai, Padmavati Balaji Bhagavan ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Gaur Premanande Vancha Kalpatarushya Sudhivya Satyanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavanda ki jai.
His Grace Sridhar Prabhu ki jai.
Thank you once again, everybody.
Thank
you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.